You know, when you're a CEO of a major company like PLB Sports, sometimes you just get called into a meeting, which is a good thing. And Ty Ballou is missing in action, but we'll check in with him later. But folks, how about the on-ice performance, not just of Dunkin' Donut Coffee, but the Pittsburgh Penguins? We'll get to that with the great, of course, his daughter Hannah graduating from Carleton tomorrow night. Congratulations to that young lady. She now heads on to Duquesne University, one of those great Catholic universities in our region. But I want to take time, got this from United States Postal Service today. Erie Insurance, you know, my oldest son recently graduated from Quigley, is driving now, and he too, like I was, and my father before me, and my mother and sisters, we've all been with the Peterson Insurance Agency. Amy and her lovely mother and everyone, they're having a Customer Appreciation 75th Anniversary Picnic celebration coming up, and I just wanted to tell them thank you for all of the years of service to my family. And yes, now that the senior member of the Pratte Pack is getting to that next stage in his life, it's nice to know that my son and soon-to-be daughter, as of July 2nd, will be 16. They'll be carrying on that great insurance that is Erie Insurance. Folks, it will protect you wave after wave. I love what they do. Now, Greg Diolis, you got to love the fact that Jake Ginzel has found his edge. He scored again, and second all-time in postseason scoring for anyone in the history of the NHL, and he is, with 19 points, the top American ever to score that many in a postseason. What an incredible run for this guy who gets a couple of goals in that 4-1 win last night. Only 22 years of age for this rookie.
Yeah, Rob, really a fantastic run for him. He had that little bit of a lull at the tail end of the last series, and people started to think, well, maybe he kind of hit the wall. He gave everything that he had, but now he started to come alive again. The goal he scored, the first goal that he scored, was amazing. It was almost like that thing was a little mouse sneaking through a hole that shouldn't have been able to fit through, but he was able to score that goal and get the Penguins jump-started, and then right at the beginning of the third period when he buried the shot, that really got them going, and all of a sudden that game just ended right there.
What do you think three-time Vezina Trophy finalist Penko Rene is thinking right now? I mean, how much more can he do other than stand on his head? Game 3, desperate game for them Saturday night, Bridgestone Arena, 8 o'clock on the NBC Sports Network. He's got to be scratching his head. I mean, when you've got guys from Jake Ginzel scoring 2 and Scott Wilson scoring, I mean, if Genny Malcolm scores, you can expect that. But a rookie and Scott Wilson, come on, he's got to be saying, what happens when the big guns roll out?
Well, I think he's really got to be shaking his head and thinking, I can't beat the Pittsburgh Penguins. It's just, you know, for some reason he's having a very big difficulty there. And I don't know if you're the Nashville Predators, if maybe you don't think of going the opposite direction and maybe giving him a game to have some time away from it. But with a 2-day respite in between here, and that's the guy that got you to where you are. What's the old saying, Rob? You got to dance with the one that brung you, right? So I think maybe he needs to be the guy that stays in goal. But it's remarkable that the Penguins in their history against goaltenders that are 6'4" or taller, they have some sort of a record that's like 17-2. It's a crazy number. So for some reason, the Pittsburgh Penguins have the number of taller goaltenders. But this guy, he looks to be a little bit slow in reacting right now, and just doesn't seem to have the wherewithal to be able to handle the onslaught that the Penguins are hitting him with. And they're really not pounding a lot of or peppering a lot of shots at him. They're being outshot by a tremendous number.
Okay, Matt Murray, 37 saves. He's the future, and you know that decision is coming up between he and Fleury in the offseason. But right now, he is in the zone.
I feel badly for Fleury because when Fleury was able to step in there, he really did a very nice job to get him there. It's kind of remarkable that they've had the two guys who've had really nice runs, and Fleury had really one bad game that got him knocked out of this thing, and now he's just kind of stuck back to the bench, and I don't think we're going to see him again. Hopefully we won't have to see him again, and probably won't ever see him again in a Penguin uniform.
Listen, always a pleasure. Thank you so much. We'll get caught up Sunday on the Coons Market Black and Gold Show. And, of course, Bob Dvorak with his hockey expertise will chime in as well, and we'll be coming off of Game 3 Saturday night. Doc Emmerich, Eddie Olczyk, Pierre McGuire, NBC Sports Network, Bridgestone Arena. They call it Smashville, But they got to be wondering, how many more shots do we have to take before we can start counterpunching? Greg Diolis, Vantage Management Group, thank you, sir. Have a great day and have a wonderful graduation with your daughter coming up tomorrow night.
Appreciate it, Rob. Have a good one yourself. Talk to you on Sunday.
Good afternoon.